Yo, what's up? Welcome, everybody. This is your host, Hugo Bernal at Hugo Deportes. You can follow me here. This is El Mexican Soccer Podcast. Welcome, everybody. We got episode 216. Episode 216, yes. So I want to invite everyone to follow us because 216 episodes, it's not easy. So we have a new thing. We have the QR code. You can scan it with any cell phones and follow us on social media and keep you updated with everything that's going on in el Mexican soccer and el tricolor, la selección mexicana. So today we have a full house. The more the merrier. So let's get right down to it. Who do we have today? Let's go, everybody on screen. Let's go. Boom. Who's there? Ay, el super.
Ahí está. Papá
Eso,
Pitufo.
ya se mejoró. Ay, valiendo madre. Ay, güey, Fernando. Welcome, everyone. How are you guys? Las damas primero. Samara. ¿Cómo andas?
Fernando.
Hey, me cortaron el internet.
Sorry, guys. I was having technical difficulties. I was on mute. But hey, I'm happy to be here. Finally back after 2 weeks. You know,
Welcome.
we were ahí ocupadillos, holidays and
Yeah.
stuff, but glad to be back.
All right, sounds good. Welcome, Samara. Super, how are you, my friend?
Chingón. Estoy en las
Super,
nubes
you
ahorita.
gotta ask the question.
Tranquilo.
You gotta ask the question.
Mira. Y, oye, ¿por qué tan elegante, mi Homero? ¿Por qué tan elegante?
Ya te las sábanas, ¿para qué cobijas? Sólidos en el tercer lugar. Sólidos.
Pero mira, como que no le gustó aquí
It's
a
all right,
Edwin.
no
Mira,
worries.
luego se ven las caras largas.
Leave it,
Edwin
it's okay.
y Fernando como
Edwin
que...
is happy because they beat America. It's all right. Anything new with you, Super? I don't know. Did you get a tattoo or anything or no?
Yes. I got a tattoo. Piercings, everything.
Good. Fernando Hierro, ¿no? Fernando Hierro.
Sí, ya. Me tatué
All
al Paunovic.
All right, cool. Fernando,
Yes.
what's up, man? How are you? Welcome.
I'm doing great, man. My team's doing really good. Manchester City's in second place. Man, I am having a great week. Great
Okay.
week.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
shit.
thank you for bringing the comedy to the show. Edwin, what's going on, man? Are you here or are you flying high like a kite?
No, what's going on, guys? What's going on? Happy to be back. It's been 2 long weeks since I haven't seen y'all, so ready to get into action.
All right. So remember, everyone who's watching, who's listening, who is interacting with us, send your comments, send everything. We'll be here responding as we speak. We'll get them. So let's get right down to business because El Super cannot wait to talk about Las Chivas, of course. So let's see what happened on round 10 on Liga MX. The results Friday. Ay. El tío Salinas Pliego, owner of Mazatlán, started the bullying on Twitter. I don't know if you guys saw it, singing Bailemos con el Tuca after Mazatlán beat 3-1 Cruz Azul. Los Tigres 1-0 to Necaxa. So what's the big deal about that? Cholos empataron. Ya en ese de Cholos, did you guys see El Piojo Herrera in the bench already?
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
he's been.
I
He's
don't know.
been
I
very
didn't see it. All right, cool.
Wasn't he there when Tijuana beat Pachuca?
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Well,
I don't know. I
mean,
just wanted. I was asking to see if he's already, if it's like
No, he's there.
he's set. And,
Yeah.
But anyways, all right. So León 2-0 to San Luis. This one was a good one. Pachuca was playing pretty cool. Yes, he's there already. All right. Thank you, Luis Bravo, for the comment. As always reading all the comments. Monterrey 3-0 to Juarez. What else is new? Chivas. And we'll talk about, of course, a lot about Chivas today. Of course, just because I said so. And yes, Pumas lost to Puebla, and big surprise also, Querétaro beat Toluca, which Toluca was doing good. But a few things to come, and I don't know. You guys start. Which ones are you gonna start with? I know you guys don't want to talk about Chivas for now, but since we're gonna be talking a lot about Chivas, let's start with something else.
I do like to. I do want to point out the whole situation. I didn't watch the game, but between Querétaro and Toluca, If
Okay.
I'm not mistaken, it was the first game where people were able to go, right? I like I said, I didn't watch the game. I don't know if there was fans, but
I
that's
I
a great
thought
way
that
to.
they play without fans.
They're still playing without
Edwin.
fans.
Oh, they are. Well, I had read something in online that they were gonna come back that day. Oh, I guess it wasn't a nice win for the
Maybe
fans.
you read an article from 6 months ago. Just make sure.
Well, no, it was an article where it was like
Listen,
written
está
that.
tratando de desviar, okay? He's trying to like he's
That's
trying to
what it
like
is.
get us into a different subject right now so we don't bully him. It's okay,
Well,
Okay.
Fernando. We're not gonna bully you.
either
We're
way,
not gonna
it's
bully you.
nice for
They only
Querétaro to be warming up for whenever the fans come back.
Okay, cool things. But anyways, Samara, which game you want to talk about? I know your Necaxa lost, so maybe you don't want to talk about Necaxa. Any other game that you would like to
Well-
talk about the results?
Yeah, let's talk about Cruz Azul and Mazatlan. You know what
All right,
happened
yeah,
there?
let's go for it. I like it. First
They started
win.
off winning. First win for Mazatlan. Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, Cruz Azul started off winning, and then Mazatlan came back from behind with a goal al minuto 47, 48 por ahí, en el extra tiempo. And then in the second half, there was two kind of back-to-back goals. And, you know, we have Tuca Ferretti as the head coach now. I think it's going to take some time for the team to get adjusted. Obviously, these are not the players that Tuca Ferretti wanted. So I think for this tournament, it's going to take some time for them to kind of pick back up, right? So this is kind of like the rehabilitation tournament for Cruz Azul. Next one, you know, they'll be on the better side. But if they make it to, I don't know, repechaje, they'll be good.
I think Cruz Azul is a perfect example for Super's favorite word. The last 3 games were espejismo. You know, they won, gustaron, but Mazatlan put them back in their reality. You know, and we're talking about Mazatlan that hadn't won a game. So I mean, I don't think Cruz Azul is gonna do much this tournament.
I mean, I don't know. Tuca came out in an interview for ESPN and Fútbol Picante saying that he made a mistake. He made a mistake in his last team with Juarez because he wanted to play the way he was playing with Tigres back in the day with the wrong players, and he wasn't adapting to the players, and he wanted the players to adapt to them. And I think now he's gonna try to adapt to the players that he has right now in Cruz Azul, and after this season, he's gonna make the changes that he needs and hopefully bring them back to. I mean, we gotta be clear. They're one of the cuatro grandes of the football mexicano. So I think Tuca right now is on the right path. It's just gotta give him time, man. It's barely his second game coaching. This 2 weeks of training with Tuca. He's a really patient and really muy perfectionist coach. So we gotta give him time.
I think time. He has time. I don't think that's going to be the issue. The issue here is the surprise. Mazatlan hasn't been doing anything. I mean, you can be doing really bad as a team, even as Cruz Azul, but when you're facing Mazatlan, which they have done absolutely nothing, that's the surprising part. Even players. I think Tuca, even though it's his second game, he could have yelled at them. I'm pretty sure he did because it's just the way it happened. I mean, a loss, you can take it, especially in your second game. And if there's going to be a process, and yes, he's adapting and everything, it's okay. But it's the last place against a team that has done nothing absolutely. But anyways, I don't know. What do you
But I
think?
mean, that's the beauty.
Well-
That's the beauty of soccer, and that's the beauty of the inconsistency of Liga MX that any team can beat you at the end of the day.
True to that.
Well, mira, let's go to this quote that el Tuca Ferretti dijo por ahí. Dice, tengo un grupo que cuando ganó no se sintió la mamá de Tarzán, ni ahorita que perdimos se siente la caca del caballo de Baldío.
Contra. So talking about tattoos,
So-
I would tattoo that on my back. That's a
Yes,
quote.
so That's exactly. I'll take that just like he said it. He's not gonna be worried about one loss. I mean, of course he's gonna. You know, es una cruz azuleada que te ganó, and that the team that is not hadn't won a game and lost 7 games out of 8, and but it's like, listen, like you guys said, I'm just starting. I'm the players are gonna adapt to my style of play, and it's gonna take a few games, before they get adjusted, before they and it's gonna take some ahora sí que unas regañadas del Tuca, but eventually I think he's gonna do all right. I think he has a decent team. I don't think he has a bad team, and they did pick up, like three consecutive wins. That they put him in position of repechaje. So I think he's gonna continue to be there, and he's gonna escalate a couple of positions for the
But
remaining of the season. So I think
but super, when you look at Cruz Azul and you look at the players that they have, and you look at their bench, and you look at the stand, you look at everything, all the whole squad, you don't really see any solutions in the bench when it comes to tie games like this, especially on top. Estrada, Rotondi, El Tanque Morales. I don't think they're the players to make a difference, that will come in and make a difference in the style of Tuca. I think this season is going to be hard for him to even make it to repechaje. I think he's going to be on that battle tours where he's going to be fighting from the 8 to the 10 spot, but it's just not. I don't see this, at least this season, being able to be saved by Tuca.
All right, yeah. Let's give him some time. Let's take a look at the standings and see how they're doing, because Cruz Azul is not the only ones struggling, even though they're in a repechaje side. But so the rest, yes, that number 3, by the way, it's a solid 21 points, tied with Tigres, by the way. Monterrey is 1 game down still, right?
yes, they have 9 games. Well, they have to make one up.
Nice. All right,
But they
Monterrey is doing
still,
good. And
their record is pretty good for Monterrey. They have 1 loss and 1 draw, and still 1 game missing or to be played. They're on the at the top.
Of course, Monterrey doing really well. Hamada, did you see what happened in Monterrey? Because there were people protesting.
I heard about the situation, but I didn't really watch the video. I don't like watching stuff like that, but I did hear about it.
Edwin knows, because eso es chisme, eso es bochinche, entonces he likes the chisme, así. Platícanos.
No, yeah, so the word is not the word protesting. They're trying to eliminate las barras from el Estadio BBVA and kind of like make it more like everybody chants and does all the las porras, and not really have like a single spot like they do in Tigres, like they do in Pumas and stuff like that. So for some way, somehow, La Adicción managed to kind of get in on the top level side of the stadium, and they started arguing with each other, started arguing with the cops and everything, and it became to this brawl where now El Gobierno de Monterrey actions to it.
Well, but I think it has something to do too with that. I think a group of fans went to. I think they went to León, right? When to a ver el partido contra León, and I don't know if they removed them from the stadium. I think I heard something like that, where then they were protesting like La Liga MX, that it's a circus. That's what I was seeing on their signs, anyways. And from the images that were circulating in social media, and I mean, I guess they can protest all they want, but when you have stuff happening like what happened in Querétaro, I mean, hay de barras a barras, ¿verdad? Ahora sí que como se comporta la gente, it's what you're gonna end up judging on what the La Liga MX is trying to do.
That's the thing. It doesn't get measured. It doesn't get measured the same way. I mean, we've seen La Barra de Pumas contra el América make a whole desmane en los estadios. la misma barra, no por el mismo equipo ni nada, pero la misma barra de Pumas cuando fueron a jugar la final contra Pachuca en el 2000, si no me equivoco fue en el 2011, 2012, algo por ahí, destruyeron las butacas del estadio de Pachuca, se hicieron un desmadre, agredieron a niños, agredieron a señoras, la vara no se está midiendo igual. La balanza no se está poniendo igual. Hay barras, hemos visto grandes peleas, barras también de Chivas contra América, misma de Tigres, es cuando hacen las invasiones. So I think just because we're targeting, or just because what happened with Querétaro and Atlas, that ended up being even massive, even huge, because it was inside the stadium, because players and parents and kids had to run into the field and had to run into the locker rooms to be put in safe. I think we're looking at this the wrong way. They're trying to eradicate the barras and los grupos de apoyo in the stadiums in Mexico, but also they're instigating with everything that's happening prior to all this, toda la corrupción, everything that's happening before outside the stadiums. There's not I've been to a couple of them, and Samara, I think Samara went to el Estado Universitario before the World Cup, and you can see there's not enough security, there's not enough cops, there's not enough people to keep the fans safe, and I think it's becoming an issue where the next generations of kids and moms and parents that want to take a good Saturday night for fun, being able to go to the stadium it's going to be impossible now because of this selected group of people. They look at this and they take the passion to a whole different level.
All right. Well, there's a protesting there, and yes, as you said, there's many issues that the Liga MX need to get straight, and it would be good, or it is good. I don't know how much order are they putting in, but at least they're trying, or at least it's going some way. I don't know if it's the correct way, but we're seeing some movement. So back to the pitch, we see Monterrey. Hopefully, they don't get affected by all this extra cancha, because as Samara said, they're doing really well. Only one loss, one tie, and the rest is just 25 points, even with a game a game to be played, still as a super leader after 10 rounds. After that, Tigres, o los dos del norte de Monterrey están dominando. Chivas third, and then we have Toluca, who lost, but right in there.
No, it's Pachuca fourth and then Toluca fifth.
Pachuca and Toluca. There you go. And Pachuca, by the way, that were you surprised, Edwin, on that win 3-0 against America?
No, really. If you see the way America has been playing and the way Pachuca, yes, they come from 2 consecutive losses and games, but it wasn't the result didn't really reflect what happened on the field. Pachuca has been struggling since Ibanez left because we don't have a killer that will make those options. And yes, Pachuca has never conceded this much goals in the beginning, but I think we're finding our path back to the way it was last season and the season before.
Sure.
But I think this is just a reflection of how the situation with America it's been lately. Son todo un hospital aparte.
Yeah, that is true. Fernando, do you think this is a escándalo, el 3-0? I know you like America, so that's why I want to ask you about your second team or your main team deep inside.
Well, of course. I mean, whenever America loses, it's kind of alarming. But when they lose 3-0, it is an escándalo, especially after tying 1-1 or 2-2 against Atlas. You were winning the game, and then they ended up tying it 2-2. So I think the players and the team are just going downhill, and the coach should be worried. He should definitely be worried at this point.
You have a huge delay, by the way, on your
Hugo,
image.
can I ask you a question? What do you think about la titularidad de Oscar Jimenez? Do you think he should still be a starter, or do you think the opportunity should go back to Malagón?
You're asking me or asking Fernando?
Asking you and all of y'all.
I don't know. You guys. Tamara,
I
go.
think from what I heard about the information is that Malagon is gonna be the starter for the next game, but Oscar Jimenez has had some mistakes, and from what I also heard is that there was some info that his wife shared that it was very personal info that they had lost a baby. And I don't know if that's affecting Oscar Jimenez as well, but he had always been un portero that was good as the second goalie, right? So I believe that now that they're going to give the other goalie the opportunity, that he's going to shine brighter than Jimenez, and we'll see how he does, right? But for now, Jimenez, they're going to put him to the side for this next game.
Also, I think you take a hit when you lose 3-0, and a few goals were your mistakes, or at least one the one that I saw.
Two.
It was your mistake. You take that hit after they put you as on the bench for the next game. I don't know. Talking about the bench, you're used to that, Super.
Listen, man, goalkeeper is one of the toughest position in soccer, and I just think that whenever you lose and you make a mistake, it is like being a goalie is like a huge deal, right? But they don't focus on that the forwards that miss 2 3 times 4 times an open goal opportunity. So it's like eh, I think it's a little unfair. I think that look what was happening with El Guacho. I mean, El Guacho Jimenez, they kept on like like killing him week after week after week, and this guy keeps on playing really well. I mean, yes, you make mistakes once in a while, but people don't forgive those, and they focus on that, and it's almost like they enjoy when they make a mistakes because they have something to like like bully that position, and it's tough. I think like I said, it's tough being a goalkeeper, and I mean, hopefully this guy and just continues to work and hard, and I think he's not a bad goalie. I mean, he had a bad game, so
Well, it's not just a bad game. I mean, he's made mistakes for the past few weeks que le terminan costando al América. So when you have a goalie that's younger, that could be the future of the team of the Selección Mexicana, and that could do things better. I honestly don't see why they hesitated or they took so long to switch him.
well, they haven't switched him, and
Well, I mean, but they will this weekend.
you're not sure though. That's just the rumor that's going around.
Well,
We'll see. If they don't
Well, I mean-
if they don't switch it, we'll come back and complain again with Samara, because that's the info that she just gave us. So we'll complain with her. And as you can tell, of course, El Super had to bring the example of El Guacho because he just cannot wait to talk about Chivas. So let's get to Chivas. David Santos.
No, but
with a
let me
goalie
just
that
remind
could be the future of Mexico, by the way.
before
What's
we
up?
should jump into this, Fernando, this is not a young kid. He's 34 years old, man.
No, he's talking about
I'm talking about
Malagon.
Malagon. Malagon's
He's
Talking about
26.
Malagon.
Like, if you have a younger goalie as an option, why do you stay with the guy that's making mistakes that's 34 or 36, however old he is?
What's wrong with being 36?
I don't think age had anything to do with that when it comes to goalies. I mean, look at all these goalkeepers that are like 40 years old.
But the thing is that you don't think Malagon could do a better job than Jimenez?
Let's not talk about Ochoa. Ochoa conceded 14
It's
games.
not
14
about
goals
doing a
in the
better
past
job.
two games.
He wants to be in 2026.
No, it is.
Edwin.
What do you?
He wants to be in
What do you mean?
2026.
It's not
He got
about
called up.
doing a better job. Super.
If you
Like,
you could be the greatest goalie, man. If your defenders suck, you're still gonna get scored on.
But that's not the
Mira,
point. Is
mira lo
that
que
he's
pasó
made.
con Jurado,
The thing
right?
is
Lo
that
que ha
he's
pasado
made
con,
mistakes. No, he's
con
made
el-
mistakes that don't really include the defense.
I
True
really
that.
do have to give it to Fernando this time.
Yeah.
Honestly,
True
if
to
you
that.
watch this past game, this past game against Pachuca America, the third goal that he conceded, he left the ball right there for Roberto De La Rosa just came in and tapped it. Second goal from Pachuca, he was on his post, right position, but still wasn't able to close his legs to get the ball. So.
Yeah. So, anyways, going back to and we'll see what happens, and we'll talk about goalies. Edwin doesn't want to talk about Memo Ochoa, even though he's going to be the goalie for Mexico in 2026. And Edwin will be going to the game and seeing Guillermo Ochoa as a goalie. But talking about Chivas, the big question is here, and I don't want to ask Super because I know what he's going to do, but no, truly, honest opinion. Samara, you go first because it's interesting. Are they for real? I know el Guzman is going fantastic. He's doing fantastic right now. I don't know if it's as a racha or what it is. He's doing really well. He's the soul of the team. But Chivas, are they for real, or is just a good few games in there?
Is Chivas for real? Well, I mean, they climbed their way up there, so right now they're looking pretty stable. They're moving up, right? And you know, we'll have to see because it's already like the 10th round. There's a few rounds left, but I see Chivas as one of the top contenders. I think they're going to stay at the top, maybe like the 6th position and above. But with the situation with Pocho Guzman, also he is having a racha, and in my opinion, if he's doing this, he should have been called up to the national team. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that later.
We'll get to that.
Okay, we'll get to that. But I think Chivas maintains this good racha as well.
Are they for real, Fernando, or no?
Honesty. Actually. No, I love honesty. And I'm going to, be honest with you when it comes to Chivas. But I think they're for real. They finally found some way of playing soccer that convinces you, that gives you hope for somebody like you guys that are Chivas fans. Whether they're going to make it to the final,
because your hope is
whether
lost,
they're going
right?
to make it to the final or win the championship, I'm not too sure. I think they're going to make it to the semifinals the way they're playing right now. That's if they stay consistent.
Walter aquí.
But I mean, I haven't seen them play like this in a long time, and it's nice to see them,
All right, that sounds
be a
good.
strong team again.
Honesty. Let's see this honesty from. Do you like honesty too, Edwin, or no? You like lying?
Yeah.
All right, so go for it. Are they for real?
It depends. I don't. This team kind of reminds me a little bit of Almeida's team.
Yeah,
where it kind of depended on one center mid and one forward. Right now, their true forward is out.
Beltrán y Guzmán.
Pocho Guzmán is taking over the team. Elene Beltrán has been playing soccer the way we wanted to see him play for a long time, but couldn't really perform at that level in the past couple of seasons. But the thing is, it's really convincing though. Is it convincing the Chivas fans? I hear a lot of people saying that it's not the way they wanted to play, but the results are coming in. Like I said, this is why it reminds me of like kind of the Almeida's team back in the only good season that he had with Chivas. It was because the game was in estratégicamente no era el mejor, pero se dieron los resultados, pero se llevó a cabo bien el sistema de juego en ese momento para ese tipo de partidos. Creo que Paunovic is still trying to find the system that will benefit him the most, but as in right now, whatever he's doing, it's working. But we gotta also think what's gonna happen, porque le pasa a todos los jugadores when the top level of Pocho Guzman goes down. Is it still going to be the same? Because right now they're really dependent on him. He's the top scorer on the team, and he's not your forward. He has more goals than all your forwards right now. So what's going to happen when that goes down? We got to keep in mind, la Liga MX es muy inconsistente. La mayoría de los equipos que llegan muy bien, que empiezan la liga muy bien, al final de la liga terminan ponchándose. Entonces, tenemos
All right,
que ver eso.
here's my take then. Here's my take, and sorry, super. I know you're so excited, but that's why I wanted to leave you at the end. So here's my take, and I agree with all of you guys. I think they're for real as and for now. I think they're not true contenders. They might win it if it happens like it happened in 2017. It has to be between luck and just every single star aligning. It's not like they're gonna just completely take over and take the whole thing. No, they can even lose to a in the first round of playoffs, even if they qualify in the first four, or even in el repechaje, they can also lose in there. I can see that happening. But what I'm happy about seeing these Chivas going on, and I have to give them a lot of credit, is to Fernando Hierro y Paunovic. They're both are doing amazing things with very little still. I think the team, if you think about it, obviously you have El Pocho, that he's doing amazing, and then we have Nene Beltran and a few others there, here and there. Alexis Vega is not even back yet, and so I want to see how that goes. But also, whatever, and if you see, so with the few players with no, or the many players with no name, he's doing a lot of it with them. And also, the main thing that the happiest, is that Tapatio is doing really well, is really good as well. So they're creating this big base that we need, that Chivas needs, because players, as soon as they get better, they're gonna start flying. El Pocho Guzman, if he has another season like this one, Europe is gonna come inminentemente. And a few other players, el Nene Beltrán, si sigue así, no sé si va a ser Europa o no, pero otro equipo lo va a querer y van a tener que irse, porque a Mauri Vergara eso es lo que quiere. Crédito también a Mauri Vergara, ¿por qué? Por callarse la boca y estar fuera de los reflectores y fuera de todo. Le dio la chance entonces, that's what I'm happy about Chivas right now. I don't think they're for real, but if they continue like this without winning a tournament for the next 3 years, I'll be really happy, because we're going to have Chivas contending for the next 10 years. And if they continue doing this.
And before Super
te conformas.
Yeah, no, before Super goes in, because I know he's going to go crazy on this. And I just want to add something to your comment, Hugo. It's also true. Chivas kind of let aside el protagonismo del presidente, del dueño, el protagonismo del director deportivo, que la temporada pasada era Peláez, que salía a hablar idiotez y media en la rueda de prensa. Cada uno se está dedicando a lo suyo, que es Fernando Hierro se está dedicando a ver todo lo deportivo del equipo, fuerzas básicas, a ver cómo trabaja el primer equipo, no se está metiendo con el trabajo de Paunovic está trabajando tranquilo, porque sí es verdad que se trabaja tranquilo, mientras que los resultados se están dando y se trabaja bien, es mucho mejor, se puede mejorar más cuando los resultados se dan bien que cuando los resultados se dan mal. Y también eso, a Mauri Vergara, mira, calladito, se dedica a lo financiero, a lo que él tiene que estar dedicándose.
No, está dando pláticas en OmniLife.
Sí, por eso te digo, a tratar de traer dinero hacia el grupo, a Grupo OmniLife, a Grupo Chivas, y creo que para mí esa es la clave de este torneo de Chivas, que cada uno se está dedicando a lo que tiene que hacer y está entendiendo su rol en el equipo.
Ok, ahora sí, súper. ¿Cuándo va a caer y contra quién van a jugar y golear en la final para conseguir la 13?
No. Tranquilos, no ha pasado nada. You know, this is like I said, I mean, let's be realistic. Yeah, they've been doing everything right. You know, con trabajo. No se emocionaron when they went into this rachita ahí ganadora. No están tirando, no, claro, pero no están tirando las campanas al vuelo. El entrenador, he has been like really no se ha emocionado, siempre it goes to a las conferencias de prensa and answers every question that they throw at him, and he's like always consistent saying that they're working hard, that they're winning, but they haven't won anything. They're still not happy. Well, they're happy, but not satisfechos, and they gotta continue working hard. And me ha gustado mucho everything that he has done since day one. Because let's remember that at the beginning they were like kind of like struggling a little bit. They went to Monterrey, but they were like, oh, they jugaron, ganaron de milagro, and los empates, oh, aquí está, ya ven, this is la realidad, cuando con Pachuca, cuando empató. But you see, he has been competing at the top level with the top clubs en la tabla, le ganó a Monterrey, le ganó a Tigres, empató con Pachuca, and it's like no se achicaron, ¿me entiendes? Le han metido ahora sí que esos productos que a ti te gustan, Hugo. Entonces,
All right.
Pero ¿es
no,
espejismo o no?
the same thing.
Lo quería decir,
No seas mamey,
No seas mamey.
No, pues pregunto, ¿te gusta andar diciendo eso?
Todavía alguien, por favor, tiene un diccionario que se lo mande aquí a Fernando cuando tengan chance.
Let's read some comments. Hold on.
right.
Gerardo Fisher, thank you everybody. Jose Montelongo, how about those Chiefs? Yes, he realized afterwards that we're talking about football, the real football, no egg hand would be the Chiefs kind of football. Anyways, so how about those Chiefs? And then Jose Montelongo, he said Chivas with Almeida had the help with the refs. That's the only reason they won. Okay, thank you so much for participating. Gerardo Fisher says, soy americanista, pero qué bueno que le está yendo bien las Chivas. Cuando les va bien a las Chivas, le va bien a la selección. That is true. And talking about Fernando Hierro, if this, whatever you want to call it, con Cocca y compañía y John de Luisa, que no sé si es o no el presidente o whatever, o el director de selecciones nacionales, apunten el nombre de Fernando Hierro, porque el proceso está gustando y el proceso con silencio, solo con trabajo, está gustando. Yo sé que está muy manejado y yo sé que Amable es parte de... Yo sé, dale tiempo. Va a salir de nombre.
As long as Yarragorri's there, managing the whole freaking Liga MX, managing la selección mexicana, nothing like this is going to happen. So, you know.
Could be. Anyways, you might be right on that, but I'm just saying, nombres by the way he's doing the process. That's what.
Yeah, but like, yes, I would love to see Hierro or director deportivo, un grupo más sólido y más serio yes, if Chivas, everything is good. But you look at it right now, Chivas is having a great season as well as Tigres, as well as Monterrey, as well as Pachuca. How many players do you see? How many players do you see in the national team from Chivas, from Pachuca, that they are actually deserve to be there? Yes, we have Kevin Alvarez, Luis Chavez, Eric Sanchez, whatever. But I think the two players right now in Liga MX are not, and they're not being in the national team. They're not being called, and it's because I don't want to get into this. It's Pocho Guzmán y la Chofis.
Chofis está de selección ahora mismo en este momento. ¿Sí te lo llevas con los ojos cerrados?
Sí, claro.
No tanto.
I think Chofis and Pocho Guzmán are the two best offensive midfielders in Liga MX right now.
Pocho Guzmán, he deserved to be called, but Chofis, I need to see more consistency on that.
Chofis is being, not to defend Chofis or anything like that, but there's a reason why they let go of Pocho Guzmán from Pachuca. It's because Chofis was already taking over. Pocho Guzmán was already started being benched in Pachuca because of the consistency of Chofis.
Okay. Here's what Vladimir García is saying. La selección mexicana se pierde el gran momento de Víctor Guzmán. Saludos a todos. Saludos, mi buen Vladimir. Thank you. And it is true that he should have been called. José Montelongo, Gerardo, arriba el América. Eso no es cierto. La selección ocupa toda la Liga MX porque se ocupa que salga más gente joven de fuerzas básicas. Y Chivas trae muchas también de fuerzas básicas. Yo creo que referentes van a ir saliendo. Pero bueno, creo que aquí todos coincidimos en que queremos una mejor selección. Chivas needs to get back to basic, to grow back the team mexicano, grow young Mexican kids and invest in the kids out there. It is true. We're all hoping for that.
That's what's happening now.
It is happening. Tapatío is doing really well with a really young team, by the way. And they're
not only I know, and if you look at the scouts right now, they're la selección mexicana y toda la infraestructura, they kind of hire some scouts that were from Ajax and stuff like that. They're overlooking kids with the dual citizenship that they can play as in the Mexican national team, and all over Europe, all over South America, all over North America. So I think right now they're trying to copy the style the MLS is kind of doing right now, but I think it's going to benefit us in the long run. I don't think right now I think right now we're going to be able to see any results from that, but it also happens you see whatever happened with de la CONCACAF Sub-17, el torneo que acaba de ganar la selección mexicana. You see all these great kids, all these great players that are in there, but
we've seen it
what
before.
Happens when they get to the first team?
We've seen it before. Cocca was part of cutting many processes in Tigres like that. But anyways, another thing that I wanted to talk about on Samara, if you want to mention something about it, because we all worry about Pocho Guzman is now with La Selección, La Chofis, and why he called Guillermo Ochoa, why he didn't call Andres. All this we will talk about whatever. But they're playing. Who are they playing, Samara? Do you know?
I'm playing Suriname.
Okay.
Suriname.
Who else?
Jamaica.
And what's my team, guys?
Jamaica. All right.
Yeah.
Do we need Pocho Guzman, or you rather see new players for Cocca who they might be interested? By the way, that goalie from Cholos. Thank
Toño
you very
Guzmán.
much.
Toño Rodríguez, perdón.
Uh-huh.
No.
Is he because of the owners of Cholos or what?
Of course.
Okay. Anyways,
Look,
he's not gonna play. And even
Toño,
I'm sorry, but you have the two most corrupted presidents and owners of Liga MX in charge of de la Comisión de Selección Nacionales. Un dueño de la Liga MX que compró un equipo que estaba a punto de descender, que era el Atlas, y qué casualidad que después de que lo compra se quita el ascenso y el descenso de la Liga Mexicana. Otro que tiene un equipo en la Liga de Ascenso como Dorados que no funciona para nada y que por eso mejor no tratan de invertir dinero en ese equipo y se llevan a sus jugadores. Ahora, qué casualidad que Toño Rodríguez sale de Chivas, nunca lo llamaron, y ahora viene Cocca diciendo que es muy de su agrado, es el mejor portero. Qué estupidez estamos teniendo en la Liga Mexicana.
Bueno, no se hace no.
Guys, so then who would have been the third goalie to be called up if it wasn't
anybody else? Absolutely anybody else.
Guacho.
Yeah.
El Guacho.
El Guacho está haciendo buenas cosas.
Nah.
Cota todavía está en buen momento.
Pero, o sea, sí, como dice Hugo, they're gonna play against teams que son menores de calidad. Puedes empezar a experimentar con porteros que van apenas llegando. Yo me quedé con muchas ganas de ver a Jurado.
No,
o sea,
ya
se
pasó
terminó
la historia.
perdiendo en Cruz Azul. But he's still young, and I feel like you
Pero
know you can get him back into that rhythm. Ahí está.
Fernando,
Hablamos de Malagón hace rato.
Fernando,
No
yes,
juega.
and I think you're absolutely right. That against Jamaica and Suriname, I think we need to see different players. But se lleva los mismos petardos. Si no es porque Héctor Moreno se lesiona, no llaman al jugador de Chivas. Si no es, está Héctor Herrera, está la misma.
No está Héctor Herrera.
No, he's not there.
No está Héctor Herrera.
Está la misma basura de jugadores en esa selección. Está Guillermo Ochoa.
Héctor Herrera is
son
not
basura.
there. Andrés Guardado is not there.
No.
Andrés Guardado, he retired from the national team.
Yeah. That was the World Cup was his last games. And then there's
hay
else.
gente como el Piojo que qué bueno que no está ahí.
Edwin, who's los jugadores corruptos? Antonio Rodríguez, who else? Because let me tell you something.
Gallardo shouldn't be there.
Okay, but let me see. So, jugadores corruptos que le dijeron, lo tienes que llamar, porque el dueño de Cholos y lo que quieras.
Te voy a dar un ejemplo, y vamos esto al Mundial del 2010. Te voy a dar un ejemplo muy que lo tengo comprobado por primera persona, porque esta persona a mí me lo dijo, y viene afectado del equipo al que yo soy fan, de Pachuca. Pero en el Mundial 2010, cuando Javier Aguirre estaba entre llamar a Paula Aguilar y a otro jugador, el presidente de Pachuca va con Javier Aguirre y con sus auxiliares en ese entonces, que era Mario Carrillo y que era Manuel Vidrio, y va y les dice, se sienta con ellos en una cena y les dice, por favor, todo lo que nosotros te ayudamos a crecer en la Liga MX, hazme el favor de llevarte a Paula Aguilar. ¿Por qué? Porque estoy tratando de venderlo el doble. Así de simple.
Okay. Pero entonces, ¿cuál es la finalidad de llevar a Toño? ¿Lo quieren vender al doble?
A Rodríguez. Quiero ver
¿cuál es el fin de llevar a Rodríguez? A Toño Rodríguez. ¿Cuál es el fin? ¿Venderlo al doble?
No, pero darle el nombre de que tenemos un jugador de Cholos en selección mexicana.
Mira, déjate digo algo. Si Diego Cocca porque es el tercer portero, Rodríguez, entonces si Diego Cocca voy a jugar contra Surinam y Jamaica, y me está diciendo uno de los más influyentes en la selección que lo lleve a fuerzas, para callarle la boca, me lo llevo, me lo quito de encima, no va a jugar Rodríguez, no va a marcar diferencia, y ya maté 2 pájaros de un tiro.
Ahora, pero no seas,
está mal de todos modos.
No seas hipócrita y salir diciendo enfrente de los medios que todos los jugadores van a tener una oportunidad de
jugar. ¿Qué va a decir? No, me lo imponen o qué?
Y que porque es uno de los mejores porteros de la Liga MX y es un muy buen agrado.
¿Pero qué quieres que diga entonces? No, me lo imponen, porque aquí imponen jugadores en la selección.
Por eso Bielsa no quiso llegar a selección mexicana.
Claro.
Porque le iban a imponer jugadores. Por eso Liga MX, por eso la selección mexicana nunca va a crecer. Por lo mismo, me voy a morir y nunca voy a ver a la selección mexicana llegar a una puta semifinal del Mundial.
Pero ni vas al Mundial, te quedas. ¿Por qué no fuiste a Qatar?
Por la pinche corrupción.
Pero mira, aquí seguimos hablando de fútbol y aquí vamos a seguir hablando de fútbol. No te enojes, Edwin.
Tiene la persecuta. ¿Tú crees, Samara, realmente crees que existe esta mafia que persiguen a Edwin también? En la noche él tiene que estar así asomándose en la ventana.
Sus fantasmas.
Sí, güey, te persiguen, cabrón.
I think so. I think there's like some things that go on behind closed doors that obviously we're not all aware of, but there are some players on the roster. Well, we are aware, but it's like we kind of like como que what's the word I was looking for? We think we know, right? But we really don't know what.
Como
happens.
Dice Hugo,
we do know.
Esta situación de Toño no va a trascender. No va a jugar estos 2 partidos y yo creo que ya nunca lo vamos a volver a ver en la selección.
Pero ¿qué pasa, Fernando? ¿Qué pasa que entra en el segundo tiempo contra Suriname? ¿Y qué pasa que la riegue? ¿Y qué pasa que
Nada.
Que México empate por
pues
eso?
Qué bueno, porque así ya tiene una excusa para no volverlo a llamar. Ya tiene una razón para cuál dejarlo.
O sea,
en
hay
México.
que gastar un llamado, un error y un empate para que digan, ya no lo vuelvo a llamar. Contra, si no quieren, no lo lleven. Aparte se sabe el nivel.
No, pero cuando vaya a México ganando 7-0 y que Toño haga un error y le metan un gol y que termine 7-1, entonces ahí es cuando dice, aquí ya no lo traigo.
No. The topic goes beyond Toño Rodríguez.
Yes.
I think
there's some other players on that roster that shouldn't have been there.
On that roster.
Who else, Samara? Who else?
Luis Romo.
Clear.
I got the list right here. Luis Romo, I agree with Edwin. And if you agree with me also, let me know. Gallardo. For me,
Gallardo ended up not playing so bad towards the end of the World Cup.
Raúl Jiménez.
Raúl Jiménez has to be there.
Raúl Jiménez shouldn't be there.
He's starting to get more playing time at Wolves. He's the only one at the best tournament in the planet. You know, he's starting to do better at Wolves.
Córdoba, Charlie Rodríguez, Roberto Alvarado, Luis
Lainez.
La verdad, Robert de la Rosa tampoco tiene que estar haciendo nada en selección mexicana.
Está viendo,
Gallardo.
Van a jugar contra Surinam.
Está probando.
Por
experimentando.
eso, pero
Tranquilo.
¿por qué no aprovechar
está llevando al-
estos partidos fáciles para llamar y darle la oportunidad a otro tipo de jugadores para poder aprovechar hacer el cambio regeneracional
Eso-
que se necesita en la selección mexicana?
Eso es lo que está haciendo.
¿Por
Está
qué?
llevando gente nueva.
Para
The
ti,
problem is that-
un cambio generacional es llamar jugadores de 28 años que van a llegar con 32, 33 años al mundial. ¿Qué
En su
estupidez,
prime.
¿no?
En su prime, yes.
Lainez tiene 28 años. Tú dejas de decir que Lainez no debería de estar ahí. ¿Cuántos
No,
años
no ha
tiene
hecho
Lainez?
nada. No ha hecho
yo
nada.
no dije nada de
Lainez está
Lainez.
joven. Lainez
Pero
está
no,
joven.
estamos-
Dijiste
no ha
de
hecho
Córdoba.
nada.
¿Cuántos años tiene Córdoba?
¿Cuántos años
28,
tiene Córdoba?
29?
Va a llegar de 29 años.
Está bien.
Pero ahorita no tiene 29 años.
So
Hoy no tiene 29 años.
I think that Diego Lainez and Córdoba were called up by Cocca, obviously because of he had just had them in Tigres, and he called them
But-
to Tigres for a reason.
Pero no usaba
And he
But
just
they were
gonna give
benched.
them that opportunity for just para quedar bien con ellos, right?
No,
And-
but they were bench en Tigres.
Córdoba,
They
Córdoba
didn't
no,
play.
Well, Diego
Córdoba no
Lainez
era
started
llamado
off
ni a la
playing
banca
good.
con Diego Cocca.
Sí, sí, sí.
Look,
Yeah.
I agree that,
That's inconsistent.
this all could have some sort of corruption, but it's not as corrupt as you make it seem. It's not like
It is.
it's not as corrupt. I don't think it's that bad.
Gerardo Figueroa is stating that MLS is corrupted as well. Is it, Samara? MLS?
I don't think so because they're very like clear and they're very open about everything that goes on when it comes to like how much they pay the players.
So,
and
Gerardo, we want to see. Tell us why you think MLS is corrupted, because even we know some people who work at MLS. Samara works sometimes at MLS. I want to know if you got something to say about why you think it's corrupted. But yeah, Piojo Alvarado should not be in selección. He should retire. Let's put it this way. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to be mean, but I just saw him play in Qatar, and I was just so disappointed.
He's actually in the roster.
yeah, that's another one that shouldn't be there.
The Piojo, sí.
Piojo
Yes.
Alvarado, Charlie Rodríguez, Luis Romo.
Okay,
Robert
okay, guys.
Rosa.
Okay, guys.
Yo hasta
At-
puedo
at-
mandar mejores
at the
centros
end
con
of
mi
the day-
barrigota que el Piojo.
At the end of the day, you guys are going through the whole list and saying that they shouldn't be in la selección. Es
No,
lo que hay.
The
Ya
only
no hay
one that-
más.
It's not the whole.
No, no.
It's like five.
That's Amara.
No,
That's
no,
Amara
super.
and
¿Quién más?
It
Edwin.
gets better. It gets
That's
better.
Amara and Edwin, the ones that did not like the roster at all. I just don't
¿Quién
like Piojo.
más?
No,
I don't like Piojo
llama
and
al Pocho, simplemente llama al
Antonio.
Pocho
Dios
Guzmán.
Antonio.
Pocho and
A ver,
trophies.
tienes
Who else?
jugadores. A ver, súper, Fernando.
A las Chivas.
Tienes jugadores jóvenes que están jugando en Europa, a lo mejor en equipos no tan trascendentes, pero que pueden hacer, puedes llegar a hacer un cambio regeneracional.
Pero es que
con
no
ellos.
está llamando
All
gente
right,
de Europa.
all right. We gotta give Edwin
sí,
homework
sí,
here. Next podcast, you gotta bring us your list. Who would you bring to la selección? I want to see your list.
I'll bring Super.
Super
No, con
enfermero.
eso
Gerardo
tienen,
Fisher is
con eso
telling us,
tienen.
we have two Gerardos, by the way. He's telling us, ¿quién de la lista merecen estar ahí? A mí me gusta el Pocho. Yeah, we all agree with that. And I think if I was Pocho and I wouldn't be called, I don't know if Cocca would talk to everybody, but I would feel comfortable. It's okay. But he's going to end up being in la selección. I think the way he's
Is
playing.
he?
Who?
Is
Yeah.
he gonna end up in the selección?
Yeah,
You think
absolutely.
so?
If he keeps playing the way it is,
You gotta be patient, Edwin. This isn't the roster that's gonna go to the World Cup
Exactly.
in 2026.
No,
There's gonna be a
I'm
lot
not
of
saying-
rotation.
I'm not saying because
We
of
have
right
to see.
now.
We have to see
I'm not saying
Pocho
because
eventually
of
in the
just right
selección.
now. Also,
not
because
even
of
not
the
even
last
not
process.
even World
El
Cup.
último proceso, Pocho Guzmán lleva 2 años y medio con buena consistencia y nunca fue llamado.
Eso es verdad. Vamos a ver
Pero,
qué pasa. Pero yo creo que
estamos
todo se marca en el torneo de este verano, que viene siendo Nations League o es Copa
Nations
Oro,
League.
no sé.
Copa Oro también.
Ok,
A ver,
ahí
es
tiene
que
que
quiero
ver
entender-
el Pocho en algún momento.
Quiero entender la manera de pensar de Edwin. Él está muy seguro de que el Pocho no lo van a llamar y está hablando de que todo esto es una mafia. Entonces va más allá de que Cocca no quiera llamar al Pocho. ¿Es
Bueno,
lo que estás diciendo?
¿por qué lo tenían vetado? ¿Por qué vetaron al Pocho para el Mundial y para todo ese tiempo antes, Edwin? ¿O por qué está vetado el Pocho según tu mafia? No sabemos. Ok, that's okay.
I think there was something to do with el doping, ¿no? they never
Sí,
cleared
cierto,
that.
le pasó eso. Tienes toda la razón.
Yeah,
Tienes
Miren,
toda la-
so
yo nada
I
más,
feel like
Pero
they.
esto-
nada más les digo, y Yarragorri
Oh, Samar estaba
está
hablando.
No. I
controlando.
want to hear what he says.
El chisme.
Sí,
Y
pero-
Aragón-
I
No,
always wanna
ya,
hear
ya,
it.
ya,
Excuse me.
cállenlo, que nos van a clausurar, cállenlo, ya.
No, but yeah, there some situations, you know, outside of his way of playing, outside of his performance, that you know, probably back there the big bosses were like, hey, you know,
So
watch
this is
out
still this is
for
still
that.
affecting him, and it's gonna affect him for the rest of his career.
It happens. Look what happened to Carmona. Lo borraron prácticamente. El Tilón Chávez salió un positivo falso en algún momento. El único que no fue los del clenbuterol, que se la salvaron de milagro. Pero, anyway, it is true. Ese positivo, it affects you bad.
No, pues entonces ya contestaron esa pregunta de todo el podcast, que por qué no llevaban a Pocho.
Puede ser, no, bueno, para el proceso pasado, el Pocho, bueno, se supone que ya está
Yeah, he
limpio.
cleaned up, so.
Ya hacen.
But that's what I asked. Is his whole career gonna get affected by this, or
Well, it did already,
No,
because
it
ya le
yeah,
quitaron
for
un
that
mundial de
time.
encima, por ejemplo, y yo llevaba al Pocho 600 veces más que al Piojo Alvarado, por ejemplo, pero that's not my business. Yo no era el Tata Martino. ¿Saben cómo podríamos?
Pinche Tata.
Carmona did something else. Estos hay rumores. Hay rumores. ¿Por qué la risa? Yo no escuché.
Because stupid. We have nightmares with El Tata. He's like,
no,
don't
you
mention that
you
name.
Yeah.
¿Sabes qué podríamos saber para realmente si hay una... Y la cosa es que no sé si firman algún contrato de confidencialidad o algo, pero que el Tata saliera, porque ya estás viejo, ya cobraste lo que quisiste por 3 años o 4, lo que sea que le duró su... Sal y trapitos al sol, papá, mira, me
O sea,
llamaba...
But
No.
that's not
invitarlo al podcast.
No,
That's not possible because his
no,
name
because
is
Tata
rumored
wants to
to be.
return. Yeah, to Tigres.
Yes, it's
a
rumored
Liga
to be a
MX.
Tigres.
Ok,
Tigres
so,
coach.
entonces se va a callar la boca.
So
Entonces
no
no
va
vamos
va
a
a hacer
saber.
nada, güey.
No vamos a saber. Está bien. Está bien,
No,
pero
no,
a ver,
no.
a lo mejor, yo creo que para todo esto, de todos modos, yo creo que ahí meten, en cuanto empiezan las pláticas, meten un contrato de confidencialidad, que si lo rompes te demando y te cobro un dineral y punto, se acabó. Entonces, eso no vamos a saber. A menos
Ya,
que
como-
Edwin saque
como
el
el-
bochinche. Que
Como
sabe.
el contrato que firmó Edwin, que ya no quiere decir nada.
Ajá, ya se cayó la boca.
Nunca lo he visto tan
Ya está.
callado, ¿eh?
No, es que si yo les contara las cosas que sé por muy buena fuente, y lo voy a decir.
Pero
porque,
¿firmaste
mira,
contrato de confidencialidad
lo voy a decir
o
lo voy a
nos
decir
estás nomás
por
platicando
mismo-
que sabes
por-
y no nos vas a
Sí,
decir?
Por mismo Javier Aguirre,
Dilo,
las
Edwin.
cosas que yo sé que pasaron con Décima María, con Stilo Pompeán, con todos los exdirectivos con el mismo John de Luisa, mira,
Everybody knows those
vendrían en contra de mí a Klaus. Ahora sí que a funearme todo, pero prefiero. Son
Everybody
cosas
knows
para
those
detrás de
things, though.
cámaras.
O sea,
para
nos
nosotros
estás
nada
diciendo
más.
que
Saben
sabes,
los
pero no nos
Israel.
vas a decir.
Necio de María, and you know.
Platícanos
No.
una, por lo menos. No nos puedes dejar así. Nos quedan 3 minutos, vamos. Una rápida.
Ay, ay, ay.
A ver,
Ya le llegó el mensaje ahí. Shut
Sí.
up.
sí, ya llegó a estacionarse una camioneta negra fuera de su casa.
Ya está viendo ahí.
Por eso está tan traumado, Hugo.
O está alguien atrás de la cámara. Ya llegó un agente secreto ahí con máscara. Se vio la sombra, Edwin. Se vio la
Mira,
sombra de alguien.
Par-
Ahí
Hey,
un-
parpadea-
blink
parpadea
twice
dos
if you
veces.
need help.
Sí.
Yeah, blink twice if you need help.
¿Cómo es el help? Es así, ¿no?
Yeah, like this. Edwin's like,
Edwin.
Edwin's
Edwin.
like, I want to make it to my next birthday. Happy belated
Sí,
birthday,
sí.
Edwin.
Thank you.
¿Qué fumaste, Edwin? Que te tienes persecuta. ¿Te persiguen las almohadas y los duendes o qué pasa aquí? Let's go real quick before we go. Let's take a look at round 11 and see what's happening this coming week because it looks interesting. Oh yeah, we got the game of the week. The game of the week. Are you guys ready? Who gets the game of the week?
San Luis
San
Querétaro.
Luis Querétaro.
No, cabrón. Juárez Necaxa, brother.
What is Necaxa?
No, es que lo vi en Instagram que va a estar por Fox Deportes, pero Premium va a costar 130 pesos verlo.
Jaguares Necaxa, ¿qué? Juárez Necaxa.
Jaguares.
Es que tiene dislexia, déjenlo, mi buen Fernando.
Jaguares en 2006.
Sí, Jaguares va a jugar contra el Celaya y también Correcaminos contra
Colibrís.
Colibrís, exactamente. Y el Tampico Madero también contra el
Contra
Oro.
Coras. Contra Coras Tepic.
Ah, qué chistositos salieron.
No saben, Samara ni sabe de qué equipos estamos hablando.
No, ni Fernando.
¿Cuál era el otro de León?
Leones
algo es-
Negros.
No,
ese era
el
de-
León. Curtidores.
Curtidores.
No, también el Zacatepec.
El Zacatepec, claro.
Mineros de Zacatecas.
Esos.
Mineros, sí. En Cancún
Tecos.
estaba. El Atlante.
Atlante.
Ya
Sí.
dijeron los Correcaminos.
Toros Neza.
Había un
Y
equipito que se llamaba Ballenas Galeana.
Pero
Miren,
ellos
nos
son
estamos riendo,
ellos
pero
son de cuarta
mira,
división, están en Guadalajara.
Ahí
yo
siguen.
no sé, pero pronto, en un universo paralelo a este, vamos a ver aquí así el calendario y van a poner un Atlas contra Gulit Peña FC.
Willy Peña FC.
It's happening.
Hey,
it's
hablando
happening.
de Gulli.
Le va a meter petrodólares a México.
Claro, está ganando más que muchos. Los
No,
tecos, se nos está olvidando. Gracias, Gerardo. Chingado. Yo soy teco de corazón.
Ni
Se
se
nos
te
olvidan los
olvidó.
tecos. Anyways,
te nota.
Chivas juegan contra Puebla. Eso es todo lo que importa.
A ver, dale,
No,
dale.
el juego
Quick.
de la jornada
No,
va a
ya
ser
me lo
Pachuca
quitaron.
Rayados, Pachuca
Ponle,
Rayados.
ponle. Ahí está.
Rápidamente. San Luis, Querétaro, Puebla, Chivas en Puebla. León, Atlas es duelo de hermanos.
Atlas, León.
No, es Pachuca, perdón. Es Santos, se me olvidaba. Cruz Azul, Pumas. Mira, a ver cómo te va. A ver si bailas con el Tuca, mi Fer. Tigres
El
América.
duelo de muertos.
Buen juego, Tigres América. Toluca, Mazatlán. Y Toluca se le puede venir la noche, brother, a Toluca, ¿eh?
No
No,
manches.
por favor, contra Mazatlán.
A ver, eso yo decía. Claro, se nos olvida también Monarcas Morelia. Gracias, mi buen
Es
Gerardo
Atlético
Figueroa.
Morelia, ya no son monarcas.
No, pero él se refiere a equipos que existían. ¿Ves que Atlético Morelia ya es de ascenso o es del balompié?
De ascenso.
Es descenso,
Ok.
Hugo.
Santos
Piojo.
Cholos, Pachuca Monterrey, juegazo también. Yo creo que ese es the game. Pachuca Monterrey. Pero
Yep.
mira, está bueno porque viernes hay fútbol bueno, que es Chivas. Sábado está el Tigres América y
Y el
domingo
duelo de muertos, Cruz Azul
Pachuca
Pumas.
Monterrey. El duelo de muertos que ni creo que lo
Mira,
van a vetar, van a hacer
podrá
maratón
ser
del
como
Chavo del
sea.
8, güey.
Pero podrán ser equipos muertos, pero dan buen espectáculo. Ya están
Claro,
hasta abajo de la
claro,
tabla.
les meten
Güey,
4
cuando
goles.
Puebla te mete
Les
4
meten
goles.
4
cuando Puebla te
goles.
mete
Da
4 goles es buen
espectáculo, güey.
espectáculo.
¿Sabes cómo
Un bonito
sonó
partido.
Fernando? Como borracho y que pero no es espectáculo. Es que están bien pedos, güey.
Vamos chupando tranquilos.
¿Qué pues? Los supercamotes. Te doy,
Siéntate.
Luis Bravo, 3 segundos para que quites tu comentario ese que acabas de poner. Gana el viernes, dale. Que Luis Bravo, echa los billetes sobre la mesa. Hablando de camotes, bueno, yo te los echo los billetes en la mesa para... ¿Qué pues?
Más callado, Edwin, que te escucha.
Anyways, I think this is it. We went over. I'm
All right.
surprised
Cut
the
it,
person is
cut
not
it.
yelling at me. What else is going on? CONCACAF Champions League? Oh, it starts tomorrow. Tigres versus Orlando. Where do they play? In Orlando?
No, the first leg is
El
at
Uni.
Volcán.
Actually, so I don't know if the production, anyone from the production is listening. If they on the other game when they come to Orlando, I kind of want to go and cover that one. We can probably get some Lainez talking about la selección o algo, an interview there. So anybody there wants me to? Thank you. Did I say this live? All right. Yeah.
Yes.
The producer says that they'll plan it out. Cool.
Ya te
Anyways,
digo,
that's it. Final thoughts for everybody because we're like
Vámonos,
really.
Vámonos porque aquí espantan.
Yes.
No le
Erwin
digas
ya
así al
está.
súper. Yo sé que está bien feo, pero déjalo. No.
No, Erwin que ya está desesperado, mira, ya está sudando.
Lo persiguen.
En el
Cuidado,
aire.
Cuidado con los duendes. Cuidado. Thank you, everybody. Thank you
Alright,
for
guys.
listening a Coman Frutas y Verduras. Nos vemos
No
en
se
la
pierdan
próxima.
el partido del Manchester City este fin de semana.
De Pumas.
Javier, el inglés habló.
Sí. Sí. Chao.